Good people of YouTube, my name is Spanner, welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. We have a lot of questions, so many questions. So we need to investigate the biolab one more time, and we have to speak with people. So let's start with the dining hall. Hine is there. We need to inquire about the picture, the group photo Monokuma just showed us. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina. Why? Why won't you talk to me? Could Monokuma have shown a different picture to everyone else? Okay. Oh, it still has an exclamation mark. Kyoko is no longer there. No one's here. Oh, hello. Byakuya's in the archive. He seems like the type of guy who won't run away. At least that's what I hope. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya? I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait. But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. That's because he was. Everyone is, apparently. Maybe Kyoko won't. But first we have to find her. Hiro is there. Toko is in the biolab. Of course we can't find Kyoko. Hey, Hiro! Aman! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Okay, Toko was in the bio room. And of course she's going to run away. I decided to visit the bio lab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out again. Huh? Toko? There's a body there. Oh, I wonder whose body it is. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Okay, ha. Ah. It's cold, it's super cold, it's so cold I think I might catch colds. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What, I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know, last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing, it's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Cause even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory? No, it's more like half. Okay, we have her memory as a truth bullet. That might come in handy. But all I wanna know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere doing his own investigating. By himself? I assume so. I knew it, I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Here, ha ha ha! Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Ah, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's got to be some reason for it. I mean, there's a reason. The fridge is open, but I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out. Oh, it's Kyoko. That must be why she passed out. She faints so easily. Kyoko. It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay? I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize. But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah, I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted? I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear. I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea. Give me a hand with this. No, I want to see who it is. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong? Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuru's body is in here. Mukuru's corpse? Mukuru's body is inside the fridge? Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess. You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do? Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? I'm waiting. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about the hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not? The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Oh, this is... Okay, I was just waiting. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Oh, let's check the tarp. Maybe. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Ah, it's the same as the one I found in the garden tool sheds. And if I remember, that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Okay, is Kyoko done? Are you done now? Nope. Just skip everything. On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. But these ones aren't. It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Muku Rose, there's 9 in all. Really? Did you really need to wait until Kyoko spoke to you to figure it out? 9? 9 lights? Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Geez, that was fast. Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything? I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wounds and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? Yeah, I just knew it! I knew it! I let all trial number 5 distract me with all that nonsense going around, but I just knew it. The moment I saw the nails, I immediately thought of Junko, and it probably is. Really? The burned tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old. Where does it say they're old? Huh? All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference. Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give. You seem to be equating several days old with simply old. But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it. But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What? Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can you? One of many? A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can. They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that all right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then... And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Our victim is, in this case, is without a doubt Mukuro Ikusaba. Oh. Well, there goes my theory. Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so. Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going, it's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kinda sad, leaving it out like this? Sad. Did you forget, she was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim. Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that. It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive? I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes. Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Okay, my theory about Junko is probably incorrect. However, there are 6 of us, and there are 7 unlit drawers. Aha! And there should be 10 dead students, and there are only 9 lit drawers. Very interesting indeed. Okay, let's ask Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask. Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here? What? What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the 2nd floor of the dorms? I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook. The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room. So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook. What makes you say that? Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father. could that mean? That video is real too. Video? Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can. That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker? If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD. And it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews. I found it in that hidden room after you left. I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Okay. Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble? So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask, for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind. But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness. So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right. But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean? Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange. Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check out. I am actually surprised I said I should head to the AV room and not I remember somewhere in this school where I can watch this and then just do nothing about it. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope, even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared that what we'll find. The worst truth in the world. What could it be? Hope Speak first floor. Oh boy, here we go. What's it gonna be? This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well, then I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Oh. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Is this the headmaster? Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So, this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys, it's more like insurance, so please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Wait, what? You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you, and I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope Speak Academy, I give you my words.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but this, only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge.
Is it us?
Oh damn. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes. Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I, the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes. This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope Speak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. To-ko. Is this in a post-apocalyptic world? Is the entire world dead outside? And this is humanity's... is this humanity's attempt at preserving the future as hope for the future? Nah. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Whoopsie, looks like it broke, out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now? Now then, when, doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I left out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something. I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect. Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Oh, is this it? Time's up? For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where. Poo hoo 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 hoo. Poo hoo hoo. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Okay. We've got all the information we can possibly get. It's time for the final class trial. We'll review everything before the trial begins, and we will do so next time. I have so many damn questions and no answers at all. So we're not clones, we just had our memories erased somehow. and we all accepted to be locked in the school. I mean, the headmaster said that there is a possibility we may have to spend all the rest of our lives here. A possibility, it was not certain. So what changed? What changed? And why is the school like it is now? Why is it a killing game? I'm thinking there's a disaster going on outside, that's why nobody is trying to help us at all. Yeah, that seems plausible. Yeah, however, that's all the time we have for now. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed some more Danganronpa, and as usual, don't miss the next episode, because I won't. Definitely do not miss the next episode. Last trial begins. I will see you all next time.